Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to go over cat and cow. So cat and cow is again a very popular, very basic movement that we always, not always, but very typically you'll see these movements in your yoga class. So starting on your hands and knees, as you can see, I am. I like to cue to start with the fingertips. So you want your fingers nice and wide, and you're pressing down into your fingertips, really gripping the mat as much as you can. And ensure that your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders. And then starting with your knees, or paying attention to your knees, you want your knees hip-width apart. And make sure that your knees are stacked underneath your hips. So you want your patella, your kneecap, stacked underneath your hip area. And again, with your toes, you can either choose to tuck them or untuck them as I have here. And so again, it's just about preference and noticing what feels comfortable for you, what doesn't. I'm just so used to tucking them because I go from here straight into down dog, but I like them tucked. But again, just play around with what feels good for you. And a nice thing that I like to start whenever I'm in tabletop is to just start by adding a little bit of creative movement. So moving your body in any sort of direction. I like to start by warming up the hands, the wrists, the forearm area, because in yoga we spend a lot of time on our hands. So it's nice to warm these areas up. And also maybe inviting a bit of a wrist release. It's a popular term used in Pilates. But a wrist release, you're directing your fingertips towards your kneecap. So feel free, if you want, you can do one hand at a time, and then the idea is just to sit your weight back. So you're directing your tailbone towards your heels, and you'll notice this really deep stretch along the whole forearm area. I notice it in my wrists. I notice it even in my fingers as well. And so the idea is just to sit here and take your time, really feel and notice the stretch. As well, if it's too much, then just start to direct your weight back forwards. Terrible English, but you want to direct your weight forwards once more. And then take your time to just switch it over. Doing the other side, you want to be balanced on both sides. So again, inverting your hands, directing your hands to your fingertips towards your knees, and just sitting your weight back. You may notice one side feels slightly different than the other, and that's completely normal, it's natural. A lot of us have imbalances in our body. And so it's nice to just become aware of those imbalances so that we can adjust or correct them or heal them. Great, so now that the hands and wrists are warmed up, I like to just cue as well to add a bit of creative movement. So moving your body in any sort of direction. Just move your spine around. Try not to focus on what it looks like or if it feels weird. Just focus on your body. Focus on moving. Move your spine, side to side, up and down, maybe in circles. Feel free as well to maybe nod your head yes or shake your head no a few times. Maybe moving in barrel rolls, moving your spine in circles. And obviously the more you do this, the more comfortable it'll get. And after a while it just feels so good to just move, and you can really get creative with it. Right, and then from there, I think we're warmed up enough, but starting with our cat, so just start with your deep breath in, and then as we exhale, it's our cat pose. So with cat, you're pressing into your palms, drawing your tailbone downwards, so you're tucking your tailbone, drawing your chin towards your chest, and I'm really separating my scapula, my shoulder blades, pressing the floor away. And also at the bottom of the exhale, it's really nice to squeeze the core. Really squeeze all the air out, get as much out as you can, and you'll notice that fiery, that burning sensation after a while. Right, and then on the breath in, it's your inhale, dropping your belly. Now noticing we have an anterior pelvic tilt here, drawing again those tail lights that we discussed in the previous video, drawing them downwards, tailbone up, lowering your belly towards the mat. And also it's nice you can draw or spin your biceps forward, drawing your shoulder blades down and back as well, and then directing your gaze upwards. Great. So let's say that was a really long deep breath. Then on the exhale, same idea, tuck your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone, and you're pressing the floor away for cat. Inhale for cow, belly drops, gazing upwards, shine your chest through your arms. Exhale, cat spine, press the floor away, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Let's do a few more. Deep breath in for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow, belly drops, gaze up, shine your chest. Exhale for cat, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, press the floor, squeeze your core. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. And exhale. Awesome. Great. So that is our cat and cow movements. Again, for further explanation, we'll go into deeper, more detailed explanations for each of the poses. I'll talk about the muscles involved. I'll talk about proper teaching cues, the different even chakras that are aligned or work with the different movements. But for the sake of this series, for the sake of these videos, it's just the very basics, how to do the pose, how to get into it, the proper alignment. So yeah, feel free again to try along with me. I know we're at the end of the video, but try along, or come back to this at any other point and just, try around for yourself and let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear your feedback, and yeah, I wish you a beautiful day, and I will see you for the next one.